guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited about this video today because it is going to be about organization and goal setting, and goals are extremely important in getting where you want to go. I'm gonna be giving too excited. I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips and things that I employ when I'm setting goals, and some things that just might help you to kind of like see your goals a little bit more clearly. Okay, so before we get started, today's irrelevant icebreaker is going to be, what is your favorite planning or like organizational or goal setting or success tips? Like, you know, maybe you have to like ride on the back of an elephant while you brainstorm your next sales pitch, or maybe, you know, whatever. It could be anything, it could be crazy, it could be stupid. It's only weird if it doesn't work, right? Having a planner that you really work well with is my personal best tip. I find that I can really set myself up for success if I'm able to write things out and see the week at a glance and all that kinds of stuff. So that is mine, and go ahead and write yours down below. I can't wait to read them. Now you can tell from the title that this video is also going to include a bit of a review on my new planner, which is this Erin Condren life planner. And this video is not sponsored. I did contact Erin Condren because I wanted to do this video. So that is a huge part of, actually, for me, for my process, it is a huge part of goal setting and kind of seeing my progress. So for me, I'm gonna talk about goals first in general. So it's very important that your goals be very specific, like as specific as possible. And I really struggle with this element particularly because I have such a hard time committing to specifics of a goal, because I feel like if I commit to those details, the fear of failure grows exponentially, because I've sort of like promised myself these details if I commit to them, like your life is gonna look like this, and I've promised other people, right? Like I've said, I've voiced my goals, and if I don't make it, I'm gonna look like a fool. That is something that you have to get over, and I'm working to get over it too because I know better. If you can set goals in very specific terms, then you can create very specific steps to get there. So for example, if you say like, I wanna have a really successful YouTube channel. Okay, well, what does that mean? Exactly what does that mean to you? Because it might mean something different to somebody else, and maybe a year from now you will have what someone would consider a very successful YouTube channel, but it wasn't quite what you were picturing. So it's important to really lay out and write down, if you can, what it is that you're picturing for your goals. For me personally, I don't know if it was because I was born in the 80s, but I work best when I write things out tangibly with my hand and a pen and paper. I don't do very well on an app or on a list on my phone or whatever. Mostly I do best when I can process my thoughts through my brain into my arm and out my hand. So this planner, again, it's called the Life Planner, and I got it in the 18 months. This is the option that I really like because it allows you to look far enough into the future that you can make goals and really kind of think things through at least a year, 18 months ahead, which I think is really good, and then you go about breaking them down from there. So that's why I did an 18-month option, because it's going to give me, you know, I can set goals for like the rest of this year, but I can also set goals for any time in 2017. And if you make yourself those promises, it is like making yourself a promise, and you feel more held to that goal. So one of the reasons that I chose this particular planner is because of their options for customization. Not only can I make a planner that I think is beautiful, which to me is very important. So you have options when it comes to customizing the appearance. Like I said, you have tons and tons of little accessories, little tools, little things that you can choose from that will help you in whatever your organizational style is. So before we get started with an example, I have a really important secret to share with you guys. And that secret is probably something you've heard before but might never have believed, and that is that anything is possible. I really believe that you're limited only by yourself. I mean, subconsciously, we put barriers up for ourselves without even realizing it. Sometimes they're mental, sometimes they're physical, sometimes they're situational, sometimes they're to do with your relationships, whatever it is. And it is our job, if we want to get somewhere, to knock those down. So I wanted to kind of break down an example of a goal for you guys and just show you step by step how I do it, and helping you to see your goal and not feel like it's a big monster that you can't accomplish, but see it as bite-sized daily tasks that will eventually get you to where you want to go. So the goal that I'm going to be referencing for this example is one that I think is very common, especially in America, and that is getting out of debt. So for the sake of this exercise, we're gonna say that you wanna get out of debt by the end of 2017. So say that you have $90,000 in debt. Say some of it is a car loan, some of it is student loans, some of it was a credit card, you know, whatever it may be, say that $90,000 is what you have in debt. Now it is time to make a timeline. This is where it gets really practical, and it really starts to give you some hope that you actually can achieve your goal. So what we're gonna do in this case is take the planner and we're going to work backwards from our goal. So we're going to mark our goal on December 31st of 2017, and we're gonna write out specifically what it is. So let's say for this example that you have a car loan of $16,000, student loans of $65,000, and a credit card of $9,000. So I like to figure out exactly what I need to do each day in order to get to my goal. That is a huge thing you can do. So if we take $90,000 over 18 months, that means that every month we have to pay off $5,000. If that's the case, then every week we have to pay off $1,250. And $1,250 a week is $179 per day. At this point, I would make a list of ways that I'm going to achieve what I just determined that I have to do every single day. Things like sites like TaskRabbit, which will let you set an hourly rate for your services. There's tons and tons of things that you can do. Then you get into another list, which is going to be other factors. So things that might change your goal from what you originally thought that it was, and you can adjust accordingly. Every single month, I'm gonna write down current status, how much is paid off already, based on the monthly calculations, and how much is left to go, so that you can kind of start that month knowing exactly what you're taking on. So you're gonna mark this on the first of every single month, like I said, so that you have that monthly reminder of what your goal is looking like at that point and what you have left to do. At that point, you can then do daily tasks. So you might do this at the beginning of the month and just go through and write down each day or each week, or however you want to break it down, what you need to do that day, that week, in order to make your monthly goal so that you can stay on track for your big goal. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. It's something I'm very passionate about, just making goals and getting where you want to get in life. If you haven't gleaned that already from my videos, that is something I'm very passionate about. I'm also passionate about helping people do that, because I think that if you speak into somebody else's life, you can tell them the same information that they've always known, but it'll hit their brain in a different way, and it might actually inspire them. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys are interested in Erin Condren planners, I will link it down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!